Reviewers here. Today I'm reviewing the 2018 Subaru Crosstrek 2.0 i Limited. It's a beautiful vehicle and I'm so excited to show you all the bells and whistles of it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Make sure to check out the description for the giveaway that we're doing. I'm going to be giving away some free Subaru swag. It'll be super awesome, so make sure to read the description. In addition to that, this vehicle today was provided by Mark Miller Subaru. They have locations in Midtown and Southtown, and read the description. I'll have some more information about their website and all that. So thank you again for letting me borrow this vehicle, and let's do a review on it. So let's start by discussing the safety of this vehicle. It is a very safe vehicle, great for families. It does have those fog lights right here, as well as the daytime running lights, and then the cool LEDs. So it has a few different options. For headlights, you'll definitely be seen. Here it does have the signal, so when you put it on, the vehicle next to you will know that you're signaling. It has the eyesight here and over there. What that does is that can brake for you in the event of a collision. It can also just be set and you can be driving with cruise control on. It'll brake for you, speed up for you. Great in traffic, so you don't have to keep hitting the brakes and gas. Then on the back, obviously there is a backup camera right here. I'll show you what that looks like from the inside a little later, but that's also great for safety. Overall, it's a beautiful vehicle, very safe, lots of airbags, and let's get inside. So starting on the driver's side door, it does have those automatic windows, one touch. So you touch it one time, it'll go down, touch it one time, it'll come back up. In addition, over here, it does have that blind spot detection that you can turn off over here, as well as a few other features. And then focusing more on the steering wheel, it might look a little scary, but that's okay. I'll explain all the different features that it has. So here is the setup. It's very clean. You can toggle between all the different features, and we'll go over that right now. So starting over here with the headlights, you do have an auto feature. So if you have that on, the headlights will only come on if it's raining and your windshield wipers are on, they'll come on. Or if it's dark out, they'll come on, or early in the morning. So it's a great feature to have. Fog lights are right here. So if you have on the headlights right now, O means off, so no fog lights. If you turn that on, the fog lights come on. It is in the left corner right there, that green light. We'll turn those off right now. So this is the setup of the vehicle. Now if we look on the steering wheel right here, we can toggle through the different radio stations. We can do volume down and up, so we'll get that turned off so we don't need any more distractions. We can go source, and we can switch between AM, FM, and Sirius XM. Then we can get info. Bluetooth is super important, so you can accept a call, hang up a call. You don't have to be looking at your phone when you're driving. You can focus on the road. And then if you see these toggle switch right here, you can switch between a few different settings, how long you've been driving, your gas mileage of until you're empty, your average gas mileage, your tire pressure, your speed. So you have lots of different features there. You'll see the little Crosstrek on the bottom right there. So if you hit your brakes, it lights up to let you know your brakes are on. It's super cool. And that's provided with the eyesight. So the eyesight is here and here. It looks like two eyeballs. And if we're looking at it, we're going to go ahead and set it. So you'll look at your vehicle on the dash. You're going to push the buttons. So it was already on. I already turned it on previously, but you're going to touch it if you had it off. And then you're going to see the lines come up. So that's your following distance. So you can decrease that or make that longer depending on how close you want to follow the car in front of you. And then once you're driving, you can get that set. Once again, it'll brake for you, it'll hit the gas for you. It's really awesome, especially if you're in traffic. I love using that feature in traffic. And that's just right here. So the arrow here would be to make the lines a little shorter if you want to follow closer, and then this would be further away. So that's basically the steering wheel. A few other awesome things. You do have the paddle shifters right here. So that's how you'd shift down. That's how you shift up. It's great if you're going to merge, but also you can go ahead and put it in drive. I know it's a little setting, so it's hard to see, but if you move over to manual, you'll see the 1, and then you can shift with the 2 and go back down to the 1. So it's all super easy. That's great in the snow. If you're going down a hill and you don't want to hit your brakes, you can shift down. That way you're not risking to slide. Speaking of snow, this vehicle is all-wheel drive. It is a symmetric all-wheel drive. I don't think I've ever seen a Subaru stuck in the snow because they're so good in the snow, and rain and all the other conditions. So it's just something I forgot to mention, but that goes right along with safety. It's very, very safe vehicle. So moving over, there's a screen up here that shows you the time, temperature outside, and then if you have your air on, it'll show you all of those features there. And then also you have another screen here, so there's a few of them. This will talk about the radio. You can go to the maps. If your vehicle has navigation, it'll all show up exactly where you are. If you sync your phone, which I haven't done, but you can have all the apps here. You can do Apple CarPlay. It's a great feature to have. And then you can mess around with the radio. Super loud speakers once again. Now moving down, obviously we already talked about the push to start. I'm now talking about here, we have the air conditioning. It is a knob, so you can go more air, less air, all that. I prefer that rather than buttons that you have to like push 5 times to get more air. This you just turn all the way, and it'll get cranking for you. When you turn it up, it does show it here as well. And then if you want to switch where it's going, you're just going to turn that. It can be in your feet and all those things. So that's also just great that you have it showing up in a few different places. Now moving here, the shifter. There is a red light next to the shifter. Whatever gear you're in, it will light up red, so that way you know. See the parking brake, and then the heated seats, which are necessary in Utah and every other cold state. And some people in Florida, I've heard, use them when it's like 70 out and cold. So if you consider that cold, then get you some heated seats. X mode is also an awesome, great feature. Very briefly, X mode is great for hills. So if it's a super icy or snowy hill, you can set that. It's best in speeds under 25, really works around 18 to 20 miles an hour. So if you're going up a hill, you can set that. It'll reduce your slipping, as well as if you're going down a hill. So that's super awesome to have if you live in a very hilly area or just in general to be safe. This vehicle does have the 3-touch signal, so if you want to merge lanes, you just tap it, and then it goes right off. You don't have to turn it off and turn it back on. And then if you need to leave it on, obviously you just lift it. So the functionality of this car works great. There is 2 USBs right there, an aux, and then 1 cigarette lighter here, and then another down there. So it's great for families if you need to charge phones and all that. As well as the leather wrapped steering wheel. It also does have this orange stitching, and that does go all the way through the dash, on the seats, and throughout the vehicle. So if you notice in the Impreza, that is a different color. It's red, and this vehicle it's orange. So super cool, just a little details that really stand out. So you'll see that orange button. That'll show up if a vehicle is in your blind spot. If you're traveling at any speed over, I believe, 25 miles an hour, that is activated. If a vehicle is in your blind spot and you put on your signal, that's going to flash pretty quickly at you to warn you not to move over. So that's an awesome safety feature to have. So when you're in reverse, there's a backup camera. If you turn that wheel, the orange is going to tell you which way your wheels are turned, and then it can help you guide in and park very correct. So your mirror does have a compass right here. It'll tell you what direction you're traveling, as well as a garage door set. So you can set up to 3 garage doors. A house will pop up and you'll get that synced at your own home. But that's an awesome feature to have. You don't have to have a stupid garage door opener. I personally hate them, so I love that feature. Moving over here, you do have that Starlink. So if you're in an accident, you can hit the SOS button, be able to call 911 and be able to get you the help that you need. You can also turn off the eyesight here, so you'll turn off lane departure, and then that is going to turn off actual eyesight. The lane departure does kind of give you that warning, so people don't like having it on. I think it's great if you know you drift the lanes a little bit. It's good to have on. You can open the sunroof, just touch that, and the sunroof just opens right up. You can also tilt it, and it's just a 1 touch, which is very convenient. So for you who are taller, I do have the seat all the way back. There's a ton of room. It is a automatic seat mover, which is super nice, so you don't have to hold the lever, excuse me, and go back and forth. So I do have it all the way back, and let's see how it looks if you're in the back seat. So I do have that seat all the way back. Not too bad. I am 5'8", and there's a decent amount of room. I thought most people don't need the seat all the way back. Once again, there is a lot of room back here if you do need to put a car seat or anything else. Very roomy. You can also pull this down if you need more cup holders. There's 2 here, and then 2 along the door, 1 on each door, excuse me, and then 2 in the front. So lots of cup holders, lots of room in the back. And then the vehicle, once again from the back, looks very nice, very aesthetic, and the orange stitching just looks incredible. So focusing on the engine, it does have a 2.0 liter CVT engine. Once again, this is super clean because it barely has any miles, but it's beautiful. Everything's pretty laid out and simple. Washer fluids right close to you, the dipstick and all that for your oil. Everything's just super close, beautifully lined out and simple. It does have great leather seats. They're very, very comfortable. And then something that I just very much enjoy, and when you put down the windows, normally it's a child lock. With this, it does go all the way down, which is nice. Normally they stop about halfway. So you can either unlock the trunk either on your key fob, or you can just walk right up. The button's just right under the Subaru logo, and that just opens right up. So looking in, there's a ton of space in the vehicle. A big trunk space. You can definitely fit a stroller, groceries, or lots of other things back here. It does also have a light, which is nice. If you want to hide anything valuable back here, you just pull that, and it just locks into place like that. And then thieves or anybody that's looking inside your vehicle can't see what's hidden under there. Which is great. There's also floor mats, obviously, great rubber mats. And then something else to mention that just something that I do recommend adding is this great bumper protection. So if you take out suitcases, strollers, or heavy things, sometimes you can chip up your paint because you can scratch it. So if you get this is just a way to protect the paint. Our Outback didn't have that when we purchased it. After 2 years, it's pretty scraped up, so we've added that on after. So that's just something that I recommend adding. Once again, I don't get any commission or anything for telling you these things. That's just something that I personally just would recommend doing. So this does show how to anchor on a car seat. There's 3 different points if you need to do that. So from the back, I did turn on the hazards, so you're able to see the signals. Once again, the back is just very well laid out. You have your brake lights, and when you're driving, those are super, super bright. It's kind of hard to show you without somebody else here to film that, but those are very, very bright. It's in the middle of the day right now, and the signals are still super visible. And then just so you can see the side, this is what it looks like. So if the vehicle's next to you, they're going to see that you're trying to come over. And once again, that's great. The MSRP on this vehicle is $31,800. That does have a few added on features though, so that could be a little lower depending on where you live. This vehicle's promised price, I believe, is a little just over $30,000 here at Mark Miller. Fuel economy is super important, right? It gets 29 miles per gallon combined, 27 city, 33 highway. That is amazing. For an all-wheel drive vehicle that is symmetric, so it's always running all the time, that is incredible to have, especially that kind of gas mileage. Most vehicles that are not all-wheel drive don't even come close to that are in the same, the mid-size SUV category. Also, just something to mention is the roof rack. It's super sturdy and actually looks really, really good. So if you're a skier, snowboarder, or you need to stow things on your roof, highly recommend getting that added. So the vehicle does have the LED lights right there. Those are the daytime running lights. And you'll notice another great safety feature is it's beeping at me. So in order to show you that, I put the car in neutral and then the safety brake on so it would hold it. The car's freaking out because it thinks I got out without putting it in park. So once it's in park, it calms down. That's a great feature to have. And then in addition to safety, I know I keep coming back to safety, but it's just super, there's so many safety features on this car. When you're driving, it will display the speed limit right about there. So I'll insert a picture there. You do have a 3-year, 36,000 mile basic warranty on the vehicle, as well as the roadside assistance for 3 years. 5-year, 60,000 mile of the powertrain warranty, which is great to have. And then you can always extend that. No big complaints overall. It's a great vehicle. Please leave a comment if you have any questions. You can also email me at utcarreviews@gmail.com. Once again, thank you to Mark Miller Subaru for letting me borrow this great vehicle. Please leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and what should I do next? I'm always looking to review different vehicles, so if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Thanks for watching.